What's up, YouTube? Welcome to Gunmeister. I get asked a lot, what's the best way to sight in a rifle? The truth is, I really don't know the best way, but I know what works for me, and I'd like to show you how I do it. We're going to be sighting in the Ruger American 30-06. You might not be able to see this because it's camouflaged, but I can assure you there's a gun here. So let's go ahead and head on over to the shooting bench and get started. Come on. This is a brand new gun. It's never been fired. So what I did is I just put the scope on there. I'm going to show you how to sight it in. But the first thing you want to do is when you put your scope on your rifle, you want to make sure that it's level. And what I mean by that is you want the crosshair, the vertical crosshair, to be exactly straight up and down. You don't want this or that, because if you do, when you go to sight it in, it's not going to be pretty for you. Okay? So once you've got that done, what you're going to want to do is set up a target downrange. Just use like something light that you can see, like the white cup we've got set up down here. Now that I've got the bolt removed, I'm going to look through the bore just like this at the target, and then I'm going to keep the gun steady. Okay, don't let it move, and then I'm going to look through the scope and see if they look the same. And on this one we're pretty close, we're a little high, so we're going to drop this down a little bit, just do a couple clicks, and then we're going to check it again, because ultimately what you want is when you look through the bore and you see the target you've set up down there, you want to look through the scope and have it be identical. That's what you're looking for. So now when I look down the barrel of this gun, it's spot on with the target, and so is the scope. So now we're ready to take our first shot. But before you get too excited there, I want to tell you one other thing. What you want to do is when you're sighting in your rifle, sight it in with the rounds you plan on using for your hunting rifle, because you want it to be on with that round. Let's see how we do. All right, so we've got this guy in our sights. Let's go ahead and take the shot. See, now, I'm pretty sure we hit that one. That's what I'm saying. You want to make sure you know you hit your target. So I'm going to put something else a little smaller down there and just verify my zero, and then we'll move back to about 100 yards. One thing is I've waited a little while to make sure my barrel's cooled down. So this again is a cold barrel shot, which are very important with these type of rifles. So let me see if this is hitting this, and if we hit this, we're good to go. We'll move back to about 100 yards and do some detail work. Here we go. All right. So we hit our much smaller target. I feel like we're pretty close. Let's take this thing back to 100 yards and do some fine tuning with it. Come on. So we've moved back here to 100 yards. And at this point, what we're doing is we're just checking to make sure that we're still on at 100. Now at this point, whatever adjustments you make are going to be minor. I'm talking one click, give or take, because you don't want to just go nuts on it, because you'll end up changing your point of aim altogether. And at this distance, one click makes a bigger difference, okay? So we're going to go ahead and hit the center target first, and that's a bigger target, so we're going to shoot dead center for the sticker, and it'll show us any variance around it. So let's go ahead and try that. Good. So looking at that shot, let me check it again. It looks like we're dead on, but we're slightly right. Okay, so now that our barrel's cooled down, we've moved this one click, we're going to take another shot, and we're going to shoot the target to the right of the one we just shot. We're going to shoot dead center and see how that does. So that shot was much better, but we're still shooting a little bit right. Not as bad as we were before, so I'm going to do one more click, and we'll try it again. The barrel has cooled down, and we're going to go ahead and take another shot. Again, slight adjustments at this point. We're going to go to the target to the left of the big one, and we're going to shoot for dead center and see what that does. Guys, and I know this seems kind of monotonous, but listen, it's important that your hunting rifle be on. So take your time with this, okay? And if you're trying to get on target and it takes you a while, that's okay, because when the time comes when you're hunting, you don't want to miss that shot because you rushed this, okay? That's really, really important. So let me go ahead and try that far left target and see where we're at. Yeah, we're on. I feel like for me, I'm still shooting a bit right, and this is where you get into personal preference. I'm gonna go ahead and do one more click and shoot the last target. I just wanna make sure for me that we're good. I'm pretty sure this is gonna be it. So we're gonna go for the far right and we should be dead center. All right, that's it. We're all set. This gun is dead on now. So the nice thing with this is once you have a gun that's set like this, you can have a little fun with it. Let me show you what I had in mind. I think it's time we spice it up. Let's see what we can do. It's looking good so far. This is what I'm really excited for. Here we go. That's 3D, guys. I'll tell you one thing, when you have a rifle that's on target, it's a lot of fun to shoot. Hopefully this video will help you get on target. I know it has me, and I feel like a better man for it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode of the Gunmeister. I hope you liked it. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, happy shooting. We'll see you guys next time on the Gunmeister.
Probably gonna need to pick up a fire extinguisher too.
You're not doing that around me again. Holy shit.
Well, next time something's flying at you, you gotta get out of the way.